watch a television show, play computer together, whatever it is. It's nice to have people around, and that's why when Janet's first and second marriage didn't work, but really happy that that you're in your third marriage and it's 15 years, so it's very nurturing to be in this long-term relationship that is working.
Thank you, child. Now, if you just let the child go, center yourself for a moment, and let the voice of your second chakra become active, your sexual self. Sexual self, how do you feel about community and the community that Janet is creating?
Well, as sexy self, I like to find more alone time with my beloved, and community tends to take up some of my time that I, sexy self, would have time for sex. So, of course, I am, not always so ecstatic about all these people around all the time and all the drama and extra work it tends to make. So, I would vote for, a nice romantic vacation now and again. Or even a weekend at the hotel.
So continuous community is a little bit hard on you as the second chakra, as the sexual chakra.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Okay, thank you. And of course, third chakra we were dealing with when we talked about the asserter and the pleaser.
Yeah, the third chakra is the power chakra. Did you say what each chakra is? The first.
It's good to review it.
First chakra is your. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Say what the first chakra is.
The first chakra is the weaving at the first chakra is the child and the protector of the child, like the critic. The second chakra is the sensual chakra, which has both personal and interpersonal aspects. The third chakra is the around the diaphragm areas where it's located, is associated with leading or following, that kind of thing, power chakra.
So our next chakra we're going to talk about is the fourth chakra.
The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. So your heart. So your love, right? Your love chakra. How does your love chakra, your heart chakra voice, the voice of that chakra, feel about the community?
Well, I feel very loved on many levels. I have the love of my beloved husband. I have the love of my community members, those who live here and those who visit or call or email. I have this, because I have community and I'm in the Tantra community, I have this large extended family and we all check in with each other and we love each other. The only part that isn't getting met is sometimes the negative projections of people that tend to see me as the matriarch that they don't like, the mother part that a lot of people don't like, and they tend to blame mom. So I am seen as the mother figure, the matriarch. So, Janet is seen as the mother, the matriarch, and so the heart chakra, I feel hurt when that happens, and so I also feel unsafe, which correlates with my child chakra if somebody exhibits behavior that she might.
That's fine too, but just for yourself. And so if you were going to say, what song comes to your mind when you think about community, Janet? I'd like you to just let a song come out and sing a few bars of it.
I don't know. I don't know why this comes. Amazing grace, how sweet the song. Anyway, I don't want to be a wretch. But it's like I want Amazing Grace. Like some kind of mercy, compassion, empathy. Living in community, living in tribe, living close quarters with anybody. You just need some amazing grace to get through the day.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So that ultimately, this is what your communication chakra is saying. Let's really feel our common spirituality. I think that's what's really implicit in that.
Yeah.
And so then we go to your next chakra, which is the vision chakra. And there's 3 aspects to your vision chakra, which is what you think logically, what you intuit when you get the whole picture, and what you're spiritually moved to do by just your basically by all the experience of humanity that you've been studying and hearing of and reading for your whole life. And so when you put your whole vision center together, what does your vision center and the subcells involved in the vision center have to say about community? And this is just for your own internal, you're not necessarily going to say it out loud, but tell me what comes out of your vision chakra.
Well, for me, what comes out is that community is the future and is the salvation of humanity, because we started out in tribe, we started out in community. This era that I was born into, I was born in 54. It's now going on my 59th year of living in this body. I've seen us move from community to being more disconnected and not able to have successful families. There's more single-person families than ever before. That's the core family has dissolved, and there's all these different kinds of family configurations. But so that's why we're moving towards community, because we are moving towards community. Our families are complicated, and there's sometimes many parents in a home with many children that are half siblings and steps, and so we need to learn how to get along on a whole another level, because we're creating children together, and we have to take care of our children together. Plus, we're also getting older, and we need to die together in grace and dignity and beauty, with love and peace. So community is essential, and so I'm glad to see us returning 100% around towards community in many ways. And even when it's not working, it's more evident as we see things like these shootings. That's a disconnected community, and so there's needs to be more communications, which is what our show today is about. Chakra 5 communications.
Cool. And the last chakra, well, the next to last, depending how you think of it, is the spiritual chakra, where we're not just looking at the pragmatics of community, but from the spiritual perspective. And I know you're really tuned in to way higher archetypes like Ninma. What, from the spiritual sub-self, what would you like your spiritual sub-self to contribute to this discussion in Janet's head about community?
Well, community from my spiritual sub-selves is the natural state that we exist in already. We are in loving oneness. It's a separation, the sense of separation that is, I don't want to say unnatural, but it's a temporary state that we take on in order to experience self and not self, and being separate from that we're always connected to, which is the source, the I am, the oneness, the all that there is, ever was, and ever will be. So community is a very spiritual concept for me, because it is, on some core level, what actually is occurring.
Terrific. So what we've done so far is we've talked about many of the inner voices that have to have something to say in Janet's head about community.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that the community is, the word, if you break it down, is common unity. So we are returning to our common unity with each other.
And there's another voice I'd like you to physically move out of your center to another space. That's it. I have been modeling your inner therapist, Janet, and what I would like you to do now is to empower yourself and identify with your therapist and tell me, from your perspective as her inner therapist, what she's discussed as regards community and what she's learned from it so far.
Well, Janet started talking about community from her throat chakra, how she would speak with her other community mates and what things she would withhold. And so she went very logically through all the chakras, separating from her center and identifying with each part, and came to some wonderful logical conclusions about how community can work for herself and for this planet.
So when you are in this energy, thank you, therapist, as Janet's inner therapist, what are your characteristics, qualities, and attributes, inner therapist?
Excuse me. Well, since I'm trained by Dr. Lesson, I model a lot of yours, Dr. Lesson's characteristics and qualities. I often hear some of your words and sayings just repeating in my head and coming out of my own mouth. So I think that you're a wonderful therapist, and I admire you. And I tend to channel Sasha, channel Dr. Lesson,
yeah.
and have a lot of those qualities and characteristics, which are just profound. However, no matter how I try to mimic and mock whatever you're doing, I'm always me. So I have been a therapist since I was a child, counseling people who would come to me. I'm a natural therapist, so that's why I think we make a great team as a therapist team. I just want to remind you that we are coming up on 42 and a half minutes, and probably we want to wrap this up at about 45 minutes.
Okay.
So,
thank you. That's a really good demonstration of how to deal with your inner voices. And when you start interacting with other people, particularly in intense relationships, you'll find that we automatically go into parent-like and childlike behaviors with each other, and that's okay as long as we get into these repetitive, uncomfortable, soured, interactive patterns, and so that if you're going to be really aware of what to say and what not to say, you have to understand what you're going to touch off or not touch off on each other. That's a complicated subject, and we will get into it a little bit later. But I would like you to look at our website on Aquarian Radio, because we have some wonderful exercises.
yeah, let me give you our websites. First of all, our radio show website is aquarianradio.com, which is spelled AQUARIAN, radio, RADIO.com. We have a website which has our Tantra School, which is called schooloftantra.com. That is going to be getting revived, or what do you call it, remodeled, repaired, fixed up. But do tune in there and keep tuned in as we improve our websites. And another website we have, which is called School of Tantra, schooloftantra.org. We do not have the .com, but schooloftantra.org. And a little bit about our school. Our school is located in Maui, Hawaii, and we offer certification programs and tantric counseling, coaching, and relationship coaching and counseling, and all kinds of different psychotechnology, psychotherapies. We love working with individuals, couples. We do family counseling, and we love working with people on a core level, and we use Tantra as a basic understanding, going through the chakra systems to help you clear and heal on all chakra level, which would eventually awaken your Kundalini energy and allow you to become more conscious, centered, and connected to one another and to your community, your global community, and the world.
Some of the authenticity exercises that we put up on the website are a series of questions that you can at least answer for yourself.